especially on Sundays. But we didn't go to church anymore, and no one from First Baptist came to visit us. It was as if we were living on an island here at Summerleigh.
"Want to see my pet, Addison? I'll show you he's real."
Locksley hopped off the love seat, but didn't budge from in front of it. With a perfectly innocent smile, she held out a pocket of her pinafore and offered Addison a peek inside. Addie rubbed her nose again and waved her away. Her pale face crumpled miserably, and although she spent much of her time in bed, I thought perhaps she really needed to go for a lie-down.
"Take your pet outside and give me my spot back, Locksley."
Locksley poked out her bottom lip and stomped her foot.
"It's not your spot. I don't see your name on it. Isn't that right, Harper?"
I didn't offer her any help. She was only making matters worse. I flipped the page of the magazine and tried to ignore them both.
"Don't you want to see Lenny, Addison?"
Before Addison could reply, a green tree frog with big red eyes hopped out of Locksley's pocket and onto Addison's shoe. Addie screamed, and before I knew what was happening, Mama stormed into the room with Miss Augustine in tow. Mama grabbed me first, picking me up by my hair, uncaring that I had nothing to do with the hoopla. Miss Augustine scolded her.
"Now, Anne, calm down. Remember what the doctor said about your nerves."
But Mama didn't listen. She swung at my behind with her free hand, striking me not once, but 3 times before she let me go. I yelped in surprise and pain while my sisters scrambled up the stairs.
"I told you to keep those girls quiet. Why don't you ever listen to me, Harper? You never listen."
"I'm sorry, Mama. I'm sorry,"
I yelled back, shocked at her violent attack. Miss Augustine stepped back and watched us from the doorway as if she too were afraid of Mama. Mama stomped toward me while I tried to back away. It was no use. There was no sense in fighting her, and I couldn't bring myself to raise a hand back. I closed my eyes and waited for the blow, thinking she'd slap me across the face. She liked doing that when I spoke an ill word to her, or what she considered an ill word. A knock on the door put a stop to her intentions, and she squeezed my arm one good time before releasing me and tidying her robe. Without waiting to see who had arrived, I raced up the stairs to hide. The creaking floors moaned at my steps, but that did not slow me down. It was at that moment I decided Jeopardy's castle would become my castle, at least until she came home. I ran up the attic stairs and closed the door behind me, tears streaming down my face. I didn't know where Addison was, but Locksley sat on Jeopardy's pallet, crying for all she was worth. Her pretty face was streaked with dirty tears. Her usually tidy braids were sagging in the heat of the attic.
"I'm sorry, Harper. I didn't know Lenny would jump out. He's never done that before. He's a good frog. Honest he is."
I collapsed on the pallet and covered my face with my hands. My broken heart weighed heavy in my chest like a ton of lead. Even though she was the baby of the family, Locksley held me as I cried. After a few minutes of stroking my hair, she said,
"I'm sorry, Harper. Really, I am. Did she hurt you real bad?"
Her eyes were fearful and full of tears. For her sake, I lied.
"Not too bad."
I sat up now and did what older sisters were supposed to do. I comforted Locksley, and we held one another a few minutes. "Locksley, tell me the truth. Do you ever see Jeopardy? I have to know. Is Jeopardy here? Is she a ghost?" Locksley slowly shook her head. "I never see Jeopardy, but I look for her, Harper. Honest, I have tried. Daddy comes sometimes, but he doesn't talk to me. I can see his mouth moving, but I can't hear him. He looks sad now, and he doesn't smile anymore."
Is he